Hi everyone, welcome to my live. I'm Rhonda Kelly, coming to you live at 10 a.m. on the 22nd of May. Just coming to you live. I'm just playing around with little logos and things, but it's now I can't get rid of that little wings. But anyway, there you go. I've got wings. I've given myself wings. So I hope everyone's well. I know I've probably confused people by doing a live at a different time. I had this scheduled for 10 o'clock tomorrow on Thursday, but I'm actually driving to Adelaide a day earlier. I've got the Adelaide Body Mind Psychic Expo this weekend, so I'm actually going to spend the day before and after the event in Adelaide, because in case you don't know, I've actually lived in Adelaide, and I've got friends in Adelaide, so be nice to catch up with people, and it's going to be a busy weekend. So that's where I'm going to be, at the Body Mind Psychic Expo on this Saturday and Sunday, 25th and 26th. So thank you for the inquiries already. There's still good availability for myself and for Torspell, so that's going to be at the showgrounds, the Adelaide showgrounds, Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday 10 to 4. Actually, sorry, I think it's Saturday 10 to 6 and Sunday 10 to 5. So that's at the Adelaide Showgrounds. And I haven't been to a psychic fair in Adelaide for about 6 years, I think. I think the last one I went to was with Frances Bevan. It was one of those, whole body psychic or something like that. So, yeah, a different event, but the organisers have been great. Looking forward to meeting them. So on Saturday, the 25th at 3 p.m, I'm giving a talk. That's on the main stage. So you'll see my drawing. I'm at stand 39. So I'm actually, when you go in the entrance, there's a row, and then on the next row, and I'm sort of to the right as you go in the entrance in Adelaide. And I'm on a beautiful corner spot, so I'll be with Torspell. Torspell's also doing readings. Torspell's got a lot of healing energy, shaman, North Witch. Really, she's really interesting, and I've learned a lot from Torspell over the years. So that's someone who I share the stand typically at the Mind Body Spirit Festival with. So Torspell's coming with me to Adelaide, which is amazing. So that's Saturday and Sunday. Then on the Saturday night, Saturday the 25th, we've got an evening with Spirit. So we're going to be, it's Adelaide Showgrounds on on the western side of the city. So that's the airport, the Keswick train station, that side of the city is where this is during the day. And then at night, we're on the other side at Payneham Community Centre, and we're doing an evening with Spirit. So we're doing demonstrating evidence of survival of the soul. And that's what we're doing. And that's from 8 till 10, so it's a 2-hour show. It's $50 for the show. If you buy at the door, it's $60, so it's cheaper to book. And that's the link to book that, trybooking.com, CQOND. That's the link to book an evening with Spirit. We've still got spots available, so you're welcome to book for that. But that's a 2-hour show. As long as you come in and it's 8 o'clock, then we can get started. So that's what we're doing. So I was in Canberra last weekend, by the way, as well. So thank you so much to Canberra. Looks like I've got people watching, but no one's commented. That's okay. As I said, I've probably confused you because I've come at a different time, and then I've changed the day. Yesterday, I changed it to today instead of tomorrow. Yeah, so Adelaide Showgrounds, Saturday and Sunday this weekend, and then Saturday night and evening with Spirit. So that's what I've got. Then I've actually got a bit of a break for a little while. I am going to the Good Food and Wine show in Melbourne, because I'm going to be in Melbourne at that time, not to exhibit, just to have a look around. So I'm sort of making plans while I'm in Melbourne. Then in the 7th to so this weekend's Adelaide. Last weekend's was Canberra. So Adelaide coming up. Then I've got a break for a weekend, and then the following weekend I've got the Melbourne Mind Body Spirit Festival. So I'm at BO4. So as you go in, I'm just sort of slightly to the left, just at the front. So that's where I am doing bookings, taking bookings now with Torspell, who's also on my stand doing readings. It's a bit strange, the pre-bookings. I believe I've got pre-bookings for Fridays, so they're quite staggered just towards the public holidays and the weekdays, which is unusual. I usually get booked out on a weekend before. But that's in June in Melbourne at the Mind Body Spirit Festival, which is just amazing. I am taking, that's my website. I get my website going across. So yeah, that's my new website. Obviously, I'm trading as my name, Rhonda Kelly, to avoid any confusion. I have got people that just try to confuse people, and the bottom line is, if I haven't got a photo of me on the social media platform or on the website or whatever it is, then it's not me. So rhondakelly.com is my only website. The only other one is Ocean Wings, and that's when I do my psychic cruises and events. That's a bit staggered during the year. So someone actually inquired in Canberra about when my next psychic fair is. I haven't actually been organising any psychic fairs. Just I've had a lot going on in the past few years, so I haven't done that. And my mother's death was a big factor as well. I predicted that she was going to die last year, so I intentionally did not organise any psychic fairs. And they are a lot of work to organise. I get people that phone and ask questions that I've got written in a contract. So there's a lot of extra things I need to do. I've organised events for many years, and I have in my other careers. I've organised GP CEs of attendance at GP CE. We've talked to GPs about a medical service we've done. I've organised community legal centre events. So I've organised events for many years before doing this full time. So organising events doesn't bother me. I just like people to actually make a bit more of an effort and try to educate themselves rather than needing to be spoon-fed. So it's a lot of effort to do psychic fairs, and for that reason I haven't actually done any for a while. Hi Rana, how are you? Beautiful. So you've got your question. Alrighty, so that's what I've got coming up in a few weeks in Melbourne. And I'll also show you this one. So also in Melbourne, so I'm going to be in Melbourne for a while. It's the Witch Market on Saturday 15th and Sunday 16th of June in Hawthorn. And there's also a Witches' Ball on Saturday night. So that's from 7 to 10 p.m. So I'm actually going to be doing readings during the day and at night during the Witches' Ball, and also on Sunday as well. And that's a combination of, you can pre-book with me, but you can also book on a day as well. So there's not many readers as such, which is nice. But that's going to be in Hawthorn at the, I don't want to say what it is. I think it's the Hawthorn Old Arts Centre or Hawthorn Town Hall. I know I can visualise the building. It's a beautiful building, but I can't think of what the name is. Those events will be coming up. I'll let you know that. And I didn't do a banner actually. Yeah, so that's one to book the Evening with Spirit next Saturday night. Let me actually add a banner because I haven't done this. So my booking system is now online, which is amazing. I'm really happy that I've done that, just because I do a lot of private readings and I'm busy scheduling them and all that sort of thing. So I've actually got this. This is my, so that's the link to book the Evening with Spirit. This is my link to book anything. So what I'm doing, I'm doing 20, 40 or 60-minute private readings. So you can book that at any time. You can actually look on the calendar my availability. I've got limited availability. I've already got bookings in advance. So and there's some days I'm not available. So, but if you look on that, you'll see a calendar in your local time. So if you're from the States, you'll be able to see that, and you'll be able to see when I'm actually available to do a reading. You can book that. What I'm actually doing, so with Adelaide this weekend and Melbourne next month, you can actually pre-book a reading at any of those events. And what I'm actually doing, as you know by now, I'm doing a subscription service to Rhonda Kelly, rhondakelly.com. And what I'm doing is I'm teaching one video a month, and I'm also in the live readings, these live readings, you're actually able to ask a question for free. So if you're not subscribed, it's $10 per question is what I'm doing. So that's obviously more popular in the evening slot, which is fine. But that's how I'm doing it. So for anyone pre-booking, say for Adelaide this weekend or Melbourne next month, if anyone who pre-books through my Calendly link, you actually go into the draw to 3-month subscription to Rhonda Kelly. So that's valued at $60. And what I actually do with that is I teach, and that's to a private Facebook group. So no one's allowed to join it unless they've paid to subscribe. And I live stream to that. So I won't be doing a stream out like this. I'll just be live streaming to that page. And you can ask a question, which is one of our subscribers has done in the comments. But that's basically how I'm doing it. So if you do pre-book, you've actually got the opportunity to do that, is what I'm getting. Yeah, so I will go and answer the questions now. So I'm just looking on my, yeah, beautiful. So Rhiannon has asked, yes, busy, lazy. When will I get a new job? Is there anything I should be doing more of on my end? I feel very, very soon. It's just around the corner, Rhiannon. I feel at your end, just be very centered in yourself. You are a little bit wobbly on your feet energetically. I feel just do more grounding. So if you're doing meditations, and I'll be talking about chakras in today's lesson. If you're doing meditation where you're clearing out chakras, try that from going down to up, like to be more grounded. And even just stomp your feet if you're feeling anxious at work and you're feeling pissed off. Just that's what you need to do. Hi Shakira, Andre, thank you for joining me. I do actually have the reading I'm doing is for someone who's subscribed to Rhonda's reading, rhondakelly.com. If you want a reading, it's actually $10 to my PayPal account. So it's, if you look in a link, it's actually in that. Let me do it. That's my PayPal account, and I'll be notified that if you want me to do a reading. Okay. Yeah. So, Rhiannon, I also feel what you could do at your end is not be almost a bit robotic and not fixated, but it's kind of like you do your work, but there's conflict and there's things. I want you just to ignore it. Just block your ears and say to yourself an affirmation of, I'm going to listen to that today. I'm not going to be bothered by that. I'm not, there's sort of, it's what I'm saying is like the racehorse that has the blinkers on their eyes, like so that they're not distracted. So that's what I'm feeling. Just sort of ignore what's going on around you and the people that are going on around you is what I'm getting, and just get on with your job. And I know you get bored and you get, it's kind of like once you've reached that frustration stage, Rhiannon, you just sort of switch off, or like, I don't want to be here. So I feel just do a bit of an affirmation or change the energy. But I'm seeing you changing jobs very soon. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's just around the corner is what I'm getting. And I feel like the opportunity is going to come to you. I'm not feeling like you need to speak. Not like you're not the one broadcasting, say, hey, I'm available. It's kind of a bit more subtle than that. Thanks, Rhiannon. Hi, Amanda. I've just posted a link, PayPal me. I'm charging $10 per reading. I'm not doing free readings anymore. I know I have been for years, but I've started a subscription service to rhondakelly.com. So what I did at the start, I just announced next weekend, Melbourne in June, for 2 events in Melbourne, Mind Body Spirit Festival and the Witches Market. And the link on screen, calendly.com. Psychic Rhonda Kelly is how you can book in with me. And for the live readings, I'm just doing a snapshot reading. Okay. So you can. So thanks for letting me know where you're from. Someone, Andre from Portugal. If you were to, I'll post a question to you. If you were to have a psychic reading or a mediumship reading or a healing from a spiritual practitioner, what would you expect from that? It's just a question I want to pose to you. While I do the next subscriber, so I've got Malvina. The question for today is, what do I need to know for the next 3 months regarding my career? Okay. I feel a bit. I believe I've answered this question before, Malvina, but I feel a bit of a need to really shake things up. There's sort of like an older energy that needs to be turned over, and you're the person to not throw a spanner in the works, but get people to question why they do this. So they might have been doing that for 10, 20 years, but let's look at it a different way. So there's a bit of, I feel like there's a bit of, I see you, there's been something on the agenda for a long time and you haven't started there. It's not official, or it's, you've been part-time and not full-time, or you've visited but not actually been working there. I feel like that's coming to fruition. That's actually happening now, is what I'm getting. And it's you're going to, your breath of share is what I'm getting there. But by doing that, you're going to almost like write the policies and procedures, but not do it exactly. When you start a job and someone actually says how it's done, you'll sort of look at standards or whatever that is, and you'll decide that actually this is better. So there's sort of like the teaching element to you, Malvina, I feel, in the workplace, in a new, it's a new position, but it's been there in your energy for a while, but it's like it's finally starting to happen, is what I'm getting. So that's a bit interesting, but just speak your truth. And I know that you come from a heartfelt place. You're not driven by ego. There's nothing like that. So that's actually, it's your time to shine is what I'm getting. Like, you're not on a stage as such, but you're taking charge, you're taking action, is what I'm getting. Thank you, Malvina. Alrighty. So I normally do this on a Tuesday evening, and it's obviously a bit different because it's a Wednesday morning. I think I said I was going to do Friday and then Thursday and then Wednesday because I'm driving to Adelaide tomorrow. So it's just it's not working out. But so for those of you who missed my talk at the start, I'm in Adelaide next weekend. You can book for that with my Calendly link. Then on Saturday night in Adelaide, so this Saturday night, you can book for an evening with Spirit. So for those of you who have never seen Platform Mediumship, we actually do readings to the audience and we give evidence of survival of the soul. So it's interactive. You can ask questions, you can validate what we're saying and give any feedback to what we're saying, but we basically channel and let you know what Spirit wants, the message that Spirit wants to pass on to you, is what I'm getting. And then next month, I'm in Brisbane. No, I'm not. Sorry. I've just booked something in Brisbane, so I've got Brisbane on my mind. Next month, I'm in Melbourne. And then I'm at the Witches Market in Melbourne the weekend after. So 7th to the 10th of June at the Mind Body Spirit Festival, and 15th and 16th of June in Melbourne. And that's my link to book. And as I said during this, I'm only doing free reading. Subscribe, so those people get to ask questions twice a month during my lives, and they also get a lesson a month, and that's streamed to a private Facebook group. So once you've subscribed, I can join you onto that private Facebook group. So that's the benefits of subscribing, and it's $19.90 a month. So if you ask 2 questions during the live, that's $20. Like that's paid for itself. But I'm also doing a teaching class. So I'm actually doing that at 11 o'clock. So I'm doing that next after this live. Yeah, so that's basically me. Is anyone watching from Canberra? Did anyone see me in Canberra at all? Yeah, so that was the boho last weekend. Beautiful, beautiful market. I haven't actually been for a few years. Just been busy, and it's always clashed with other things. But I'll resume going to boho, and you'll see me in some other places. That's what I'm getting. All right. So did anyone have a think about that question, what they'd like to have, what they expect from a psychic reading, a mediumship reading, or a healing, what they expect from that? And if you don't know the difference between a psychic and a medium, both are tuning into your energy. A psychic reading looks at past, present, future, looks at any love, romance, career, finance, children, house, any question you've got. And always psychic do the work. So a psychic shouldn't be giving you a list of things that they want. If someone says, I want your driver's license, I want a photo of you, a photo of every family, that's ridiculous. Like, you don't need that. Just to a reader who's going to tell you what they pick up. Let the psychic do the work. I like to hold an item of jewelry. That's called psychometry. If you look on my website, rhondakelly.com, I've got a blog on psychometry. Maybe I'll share that actually. But I will share the blog on what is psychometry. Let me just post that. So I'm just going to post this. This is, if you'd like to read up on how we read jewelry, you'll see that I've written a little blog, and I've also posted up photos of a newspaper article I wrote in Malaysia, or for Malaysia magazine, and I attended an event there in 2019 when I became international. So yeah, that's psychometry, reading the energy of an item of jewelry, and that's what I do when I do readings. Yeah, so that's basically it. If you have someone that demands a whole list of things, then I wouldn't pay the money personally. With me, you'll always see what I'm doing, where I am. I tour a lot. I go to hundreds of psychic fairs around the country, also Asia, also New Zealand, so other countries as well. I'm going to a different country this year. I'll tell you a bit more about that later on. I'm doing a psychic fair in a country I've been to, but I haven't actually done a psychic fair there. So I will let you know about that later on, because I do have copycats. So I'll just keep that under my hat until I'm there, basically. Yeah, so that's good. It's different opportunities that are coming. Yeah, so psychic cruises, got one coming up later in the year, possibly one mid-year. They're on the Gold Coast, but I'll keep you posted with that. Alrighty, so looks like no one's watching now. I really have confused people by changing when I'm doing my times, because I scheduled this and then I changed the time. So, all right, well, I've done my readings for my subscribers, and no one's paid for a reading. So I'm going to, call it a morning. So I'll say good night, and for the subscribers, I'll see you at 11 on my private Facebook page, and we'll be doing the next lesson. Thank you. Bye.